What's going on, guys? Stefan here. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the 5 different types of crosses you need to master, especially if you play on the outside such as winger or fullback. I'm a left fullback myself. Just in case you don't know, I play professionally here in the United States. But a big part of my game and something I really pride myself on is my ability to get up the left side and get good deliveries into the box. This past 2020 season, I had the second most crosses in the entire league. I also had the second most chances created on my team, all coming from left fullback, and a big chunk of all that was my deliveries and my services into the box. So in this video, I'm going to share with you everything that I think about when I'm in a certain situation on the field, everything from my own positioning to the positioning of the other team's defenders to where my strikers are, so everything I think about in order to get a good delivery into the box. So without further ado, let's get into the first cross in order to improve your game. The first cross I'm going to be showing you is the early whipped cross in behind a back line. So as you can see from this shot, I'm about 30 yards out on the left side, and because of my positioning and where the positioning is of the ball on the field, this is typically where a back line would be, and as you can see, there is a bit of space behind them, enough for a striker to run through for an oncoming cross. Because this cross requires that space in behind the opposing team's defenders, this ball is really suited for when you're a bit further out from the goal. As you can see here, it doesn't quite work as well when you're further up the pitch because those defenders will drop. Now I'm going to be showing you a full set that I did. I had 7 balls with me, so I'll show you all 7 reps for this one in particular. By the way, I just flipped the table on its side, as you can see, just to simulate receiving a pass in a real game. Not necessary, but just what I did. And the whole goal with this is to really whip that ball in. You want to keep it low but very hard, somewhere between the penalty spot and the end of the 18-yard box, because if you hit it too close to the 6-yard box where the keeper is, keeper can easily come out and cut it off, but you also want to get it just in behind the back line. So I'm going to let the rest of these clips play out. I also have some video from the drone showing you a bird's eye view of what I'm doing. And throughout this video, I'm going to throw in some clips from actual in-game scenarios from this past season. Moving on to the second cross, this is clipping or curling the ball into the back post. Now, as you can see, I'm a little bit closer towards the end line, closer towards the goal, about 18 to 20 yards out, but anywhere in this area is great for this type of cross. And because I'm in this spot, this is typically where a back line would be. And as you can see, those center backs are really focused around that 6-yard box right in front of the keeper. So my goal with this is to make sure I get it over that first defender and drop it somewhere in the middle of the goal towards the back post between that 6-yard box and the penalty spot. If I don't get this ball over the first defender, it's very easy to clear the ball out for the other team. So the whole point of this is getting that ball over the first defender in a good area for a striker to get onto it. And now showing you some actual reps. As you can see, I'm really just clipping it in towards that back post area. My job, like I said, is just to get it over that first defender and then just let the striker do the rest. And now moving on to the third cross. This is a square ball directed towards the near post. So now I'm in a very advanced position up the field, probably slipped through from a center midfielder, but as you can see I am beyond the back line. The back line is retreating and I have a striker running right through the middle of the field towards that near post. And now it's just my job to recognize where his run is going to be, so it's going to be across the face of the goal towards the near post. Nothing fancy, just keeping the ball on the ground, laying it just in front of him for an easy tap-in. And now moving on to the fourth cross, this is the cutback. So now I'm in an even more advanced position on the field. I am pretty much right at the end line. So because of my position, those center backs and the back line in particular is really going to be crowding the 6-yard box, making sure nothing gets behind them. So that leaves a lot of space open at the top of the 18, especially if the other team's center mids don't track back and cover this space. So it's my job to recognize that the 6-yard box is very crowded and compact and the space is open a little bit behind me. So this could be one of my center mids making an advanced run up the field. This could be a winger from the opposite side, recognizing that space is open and coming in. And just like the previous cross, nothing fancy, just keeping the ball on the ground, making it easy for my player to finish the ball. And now moving on to the final cross, cross number 5. This is the weak foot cross. So oftentimes, especially with me being a left back, I want to run down the left side and get a cross in with my left foot. Sometimes their right back recognizes that, so it's up to me to realize that ball is not on, cut it back onto my right foot, and then deliver a ball into the box. And just like the cross I showed you earlier with the back post clip, the whole point of this one is to get that ball over the first defender into a good area for the striker to get onto.
I hope you enjoyed this video. That was my entire session today. I probably said it in the voiceover, but just in case I didn't, I had 7 balls with me and I did 3 sets of 7 reps for every single one of the crosses that I showed you. So that's 5 different crosses, 105 crosses today, which is amazing. And yeah, you don't need a partner to do this. Sure, it helps, but I was just out here by myself today. But the most important thing is reps, reps, reps. And please, especially if you are a wide player, work on these crosses. You will see an amazing improvement in your chances created, in your assists provided, just by doing these drills individually or with a partner. And I hope you learned something. I hope now you're able to kind of get into the mindset of knowing what ball to put in where, depending on where you are, depending on where the other team is, depending on where your strikers are. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave this video a like, drop a comment down below, let me know what you thought of it, and subscribe because there are more videos coming. Peace.